Hi, everyone. So today is quite an interesting day. Um, yeah, when you see the other weeks that I've done a live session, because I had already some other topics to speak about, but this came through very clearly that I had to share with you guys first. So first of all, I also really want to thank everyone that had sent me quite some good vibes and good wishes for my birthday the day before yesterday. I really love it. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate it, and I really felt the loving energy. I'm really happy about it. And that was also when what I'm going to do now came through very clearly. In the night after I had my birthday, this came to me, and it was very clear. First, the next live session, please share this, speak about this. And it's about Mother Earth, or Mother Nature, as people call it. And the reason why it is quite an interesting live session is because I'm going to do something today that I've never done before in this way. And I have to tell something about my background first, so you have a bit more clarity about why it's so different. For the people that don't know me yet, my name is Melody, and lately, nowadays I call myself for being clear to others, and also an energetic interpreter, but also an intergenerational trauma healer. That is actually what it's all about, that I do and that my partner does as well. I see that there are people attending live, but I can see who. I know that my partner is attending as well, but I'm sorry, but you're very much welcomed. This is actually what we do. We are energetic healers, intergenerational trauma healers. That's what I call it. Because what we do a lot is really bring to the surface. Oh, Zora, thank you, wonderful. It's great that you're joining. So what we do a lot is that we bring certain matter to the surface, that we bring it into light so that it can be seen and transmuted and be healed. And there's a lot of trauma or wounds, or perhaps even they, for a reason, call it more and more dis-eases. There are a lot of dis-eases that have gone through from generation to generation, and that is why it's so very important to look at that as well, and not only at the surface what is happening. I also call myself an energetic interpreter, because a lot of people don't really understand the messages of the universe, as you can call it, for example, but also the messages that they receive themselves, and they have difficulty with aligning their own intuition their own knowing, their own gut feeling, with the messages, the universal matter that that gives them messages, and to translate that. And so that's what I also help and support people with a lot. And I align myself totally 100% with my core, and with what I call also all that is and the highest good. I have really fine-tuned myself, my core, on serving the highest good, and only that. And that isn't without challenges. I really want to emphasize that. I really want you guys to know that it's not just like, yeah, well, okay, you say you're aligning yourself with the highest good, and perhaps even who do you think you are? But it doesn't mean that it isn't. Actually, what I say a lot is that my partner and I are actually working 24/7, or almost 24/7, and that is not a joke either, because we're maybe you've already heard that, but what people call dreams, and what I also call journeys as well. Even in my dreams, even in our dreams, we work very hard as well. We even remember it, and that's also why I can say it, because, of course. And we also experience a lot that when we are sharing what we have dreamt that night or that morning, that we were in the same space, that we were actually there together. And we're also coaching, consulting people in these spaces. We're also holding events, speaker events. We're teaching people, and very clearly. So it at points, and maybe you have that too, you can also say that perhaps you're even remembering it from other dimensions, that you've been there, and perhaps it's something that will come later in real life as well, so that you already went through it in another timeline, and that you just know, okay, so this is what we did. Okay, so this is why I share a lot with you guys, and more in public as well, because there also, it is really wanted and needed, and more nowadays. I've been doing this for actually since I was a child, but in a total different way. And also when I was an adolescent, a lot of people came to me with their stories and even their life questions, and even while I was far younger than they were, but I had wonderful conversations with elder people all the time. I really enjoyed it, and really with strangers as well. But there was a real wonderful connection, and I will never forget that. And so I really enjoyed that. But I also realized that, people really came to me to share things with me, and they were really looking for answers as well. So it's not that I just am like, I'm so good at this, and I just want to, whatever, set myself in the spotlights and just do what I do and hope that I get very famous with it or something. No, and I could have chosen that path, but I deliberately didn't do that, because I had another mission, another life purpose, and that is what I'm here for, as you guys also know. To add shortly, because that's quite important information for what I'm going to do now, is that about 16 years ago I had a vision about a multidisciplinary academy, not a regular academy. I really want to emphasize that, for what I call now creative healers. Creative healers that have a mission, the life purpose, to contribute to the greater good, that really care about sustaining and taking good care of the planet and all that is, life beings. And what I always say, themselves as well, because it's very important to take good care of yourself as well if you want to be able to live a mission and fulfill your life purpose. Because as I said before, you will definitely, when you have a big mission, you will definitely encounter a lot of challenges on your path. Definitely. There's no discussion about it. It's what it is. And everyone that has a mission experiences that, definitely. So that is why it's essential. It's no luxury at all. It's essential that you take good care of yourself as well, or first, or at the same time, simultaneously. Because what I also always say is, when you take good care of yourself, then you're automatically good for your environment. So this is where I want to speak about what the topic is of today. And that is a message of Mother Earth, or Mother Nature, whatever you want to call her. This is what humanity calls this being. So I want to name it, her, whatever you feel like, this way as well, so that you guys know what I'm talking about. And I also include Father God, because they're one, actually. They're one and the same. They're together. They're one whole, holistic. There is no fragmentation. There's no duality. And that is also really very important, that people are able to experience that more and more, the non-dualism in everything. Because that gives so much more space, freedom, and it's very healing. And if you can experience this, then you will always know that everything will be all right. And when you really definitely align yourself with this, and you do your best to do that, then you will know that everything will be all right, and for you as well. So the first topic I spoke about in these live sessions that I'm now doing weekly is also veganism. And I'm not going to emphasize, I'm not going to elaborate on this too much and emphasize how important it is to really see this in a neutral, and also again in a way of serving the highest good, in a neutral way, instead of seeing it as some movement that is happening with a lot of activists that want to bring it down, want to hurt you, etc. Because I really want you to feel and to experience that the way we look at veganism, my partner and I, and a lot of other beings as well that we're connected with, it is a total inclusive theme, matter, so to say. It is about life, and only about that. It's about life of all beings, of all living beings, of animals, as well as human beings. And that is what I really want to let you guys know. It's not only about the animals, because it also involves your own well-being in many ways, holistically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, in all ways. And again, you can only experience that when you're just doing it and experience it for yourself, when you make the choice. So I will never be able to tell you what the benefits are, and what immense worlds open up to you. An entire universe opens up to you when you only give it a chance, from, again, a non-judgmental way of looking at it. Just being open to exploring and experiencing it for yourself, and of course then for everything and everyone involved, for the greater good. But you're not doing it because someone else tells you or makes you feel bad about something. The reason why some at one point are like, yeah, wake up for God's sake, is because most people just care about your well-being as well, and they just want you to be conscious about the information that you don't have yet, or that you can experience something that you haven't experienced yet, so you can't even speak about it. You just don't know yet what you can experience, and they really want you, they really would love you to experience that as well. And also because at some point they are like, now it's really time to look at things and just acknowledge things and not stick your head in the ground anymore, because it's also definitely going to affect yourself as well. And it might not be in a good way when you just go on and you know that. I'm now speaking about those people that know that they say that they want to contribute, and they love animals, for example, but they just keep finding excuses all the time to not just only be open to something and try something for themselves and their environment. They're also helping their environment with it. When they say they care so much about other people, then why aren't you just, doing your best to just, hi Kimberly, wonderful you're attending. Then why don't you just at least do your utmost best to experience it, and then when it doesn't work for you, then not. But if it does work and it gives so much benefits to yourself and your environment, then it's a major win. It's a win-win-win situation. And that is also what I'm doing this session for. So out of Mother Nature, a lot of people always think like, well, things aren't that severe, or things aren't that it's no big deal, people think. They even think that about themselves and their own well-being. Oh yeah, I'm doing great, it doesn't matter, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. It's a very big deal. It's essential. We're all here indeed for a reason, and it's no cliche. And we all have our own talents and skills. And if we just neglect them and we don't utilize them in the very best way we can, in a good way, then it's a total waste. A total waste. And it's a shame. It's a waste of energy, time, even money as well. There are a lot of people that care a lot about money. So if you really want to feel good, then it's very important to just really give your serious and sincere attention to these kind of topics, and to really take good care of things, of yourself, of your surroundings, and at least do your utter best for it. What I want to say by this is that people are also like, well, Mother Nature, the earth, the planet, the universe is doing okay. Why should I ever, care about, or why should I ever do my best to understand what is happening and to understand what messages I am getting constantly all the time that I'm just neglecting. And when I'm going to die, I'm just going to die, and that's what is meant to happen, and I just go and bye. No, it's not that simple. Mother Earth, Mother Nature does grieve very much about what we do upon ourselves and others as well, how we actually hurt ourselves, how we hurt others in this, and how we don't take the responsibility, our responsibility, to really appreciate who we are, what we were given, and what we are capable of, and to be able to bond strengths and to create together in a loving and good way something that is constructive, something that comes from integrity, of real care, and that comes from a place of wanting to thrive and to share with each other. And when you don't care about the overall well-being of all that is, of others, then you're neglecting yourself. You're always hurting yourself when you really don't care about the well-being of others or other things either. And I don't say you have to be what people call perfect in this. There's no such thing as perfectionism in a negative way. I really want to emphasize that as well. Perfectionism to me is not a bad word. I love perfectionism in a way that is, that something is beautiful, that it's whole, that it's other people also call it excellence. You can also use that word. But when things are whole and it's good and you did your other best for it, so perfectionism in itself is no bad thing. So, but I mean, in the way that other people mean it, perfectionism in, giving yourself stress and, put a lot of weight on it, and you say, I have to do this, I have to do that, and if it doesn't work, then it's not good, and then I'm no good, etc. So don't be too hard on yourself. Just do your other best, and that's enough. But do care. Start with that first. Do care. Do sincerely care. Come from a place of integrity and a place of curiosity, that you just want to know, that you want to get the information that is needed to reach a certain goal, to connect with other beings, and that happens universally. It happens worldwide. It also happens telepathically. Let's not, deny things. We all know what is, possible and what happens. I'm not someone that likes to keep taboos for ages and ages, which is very, very, very harmful. So just let's speak about things. Just let's communicate about this openly. Everyone knows what is possible in the universe. Everyone knows that we are connected with one another. Everyone knows, everyone has experienced it in one way or another. So just acknowledge it. And again, these are the things that Mother Earth, Mother Nature wants, that we acknowledge what is in the first place. Just don't deny it anymore. Stop lying about things. Stop saying that it isn't that important. Because again, if you do, then you're saying that you are not important. And then that you're actually destroying yourself. You're destroying life. But also, you know, others. It's a very sad thing, and it doesn't have to be this way. Mother Earth and Father God both want us to enjoy life, enjoy again what we were given, enjoy creation, to feel happy about it and healthy and wonderful. Being happy is really healing. When you're happy all the time, then you can definitely tell that you're feeling good, right? And when you're feeling good and you're sharing that with others, then others are going to feel good as well. And they're going to change their behavior as well in a more beneficial way for themselves, but also for their environment. And eventually everyone and everyone and everything, anyone and anything will benefit of it. It's the truth. It's just what it is. It is the truth. And I know we have all experienced it. So Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and as I said as well, I also include Father God. They want us to be happy. So in that light, I also say what I've said in other videos as well with the topic, play more. Do more of what you like, what you really enjoy, what you're happy about, so that you get into healthier energy frequency. When you radiate out that frequency, that healing frequency, and you're reaching others with that, you're touching others with that frequency, they can also heal from that. So I would say just keep on doing what you do if you are doing this. Radiate out that wonderful energy, that wonderful frequency. It is needed, and you are needed, and you're doing a great job. If you're, for those who really feel like, I don't take this anymore, I'm not going to do this anymore, what does it contribute to? Well, it does contribute to a lot. There's a lot at stake. The entire universe is at stake, and I'm not kidding. I'm very serious about this. But again, in a joyful way, in a healthy way, in a wonderful way, in a healing way, we can do this together with all of us. And I'm experiencing more and more nowadays that things like this are happening. The connection, the energies that people are spreading, the good vibes, the trust, the faith that people have more and more. And for those who don't have that yet, or are afraid, or feel like it's not going to work, please, I ask you, have faith. Because if you do, then if you just try to open up for that, then amazing things will happen. And then you're also contributing to the greater good if you're just open to it and do your best. And if you might, notice it, I'm really getting emotional about this because I really mean it. Please feel like you are able to contribute, that you amount to the best things you can ever imagine, that you can dream of. Just believe in it. Because if you have the slightest you know, idea that you can make it and you're doing your best, then you're getting things into motion, and then things will happen. And then when things are in motion, it sets other things in motion, wonderful dynamics, and a lot of synchronicity will happen then. And in these synchronicities, other things will come on your path as well. And when you share that with each other, when you connect with each other, more and more wonderful things will happen, more and more healing will occur. And this is really what Mother Earth, what Mother Nature asks of you all, of us all. Let us please have faith. Trust in yourself. Trust in the greater good. Trust in the universe. Trust Mother Earth, Father God, whatever you want to call it, Source. And I want to emphasize, I'm not channeling. I never channel. I translate directly from source matter, directly from source energy. I'm not channeling. I'm directly translating what source brings through, what source is telling, what source is asking. So thank you guys for attending. I saw that several people were attending, and I'm sorry that I don't see everyone, but thank you very much. Thank you for doing what you do. If you really want to speak about this, if you want to connect with us, then have no hesitation, please. And I always say, when you bond strengths, when you connect with each other, we can even create and build greater things together. And Ruth and I are, and I'm not kidding about this either, we have the mission to create an empire, a good empire, a beneficial empire. And of course, as we all know, an empire you don't build on yourself alone or with the two of you. We build it together. We do that together. So we definitely want to and love to connect with those who have these same core values with which it resonates in one way or another. Never feel that it's not good enough, ever, please. Just let's explore what is wanted, what is needed, and what is, you know, the best way to go about it. We're really open to it. We're really welcoming you, and we wish you all the best. So I guess this was a long one, but this really had to be out there. Maybe I'm going to speak more about this, maybe not. Everything comes the way it has to, and I'm just doing this totally on intuition, totally aligned. So I don't know beforehand what's coming through and what's going to happen also within interaction, because I do feel the presence and the energies that are there. So that's why I continue speaking and saying what I do say, what I express. Again, thank you very much, guys, for attending, and definitely connect with us one way or another. Find us on other channels as well, and definitely, if you're interested, join our Tap Into Your Talents Academy group as well. Join us wherever you want. It's all free. Nothing is you don't have to do anything, but a lot is possible, and it's very beneficial to connect with kindred beings. So I hope to see you guys soon, and have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. Bye bye.